everyone, this is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Today I have my May installment of the Q&A video that I'd like to do on my channel each month, and I recently put out on Instagram that I was doing a Q&A video and asked if anyone had any questions, and I got a few, so I'm going to answer those right now. So the first one I got was from a user called KHRS1, and she asked, will you ever purchase a Chanel or Birkin? And the Chanel, probably someday, but it'll be way down the road. A Birkin, probably not. If you saw my luxury addict tag recently, I do feel like the Birkin is a bit overhyped. I don't know if I could ever bring myself to come around and spend that much money on a bag. The process doesn't matter to me that much. It really doesn't bother me. There's some things that you have to work for if you want to be in an elite group, and it has rules and restrictions. You just have to go by it if that's something that you want. I just don't know if that's something that I want enough to spend the money on. The bag is beautiful, and I hear that it's so well made and well constructed, but there's other bags that impress me a lot more, so I probably won't go down that route. But the Chanel, it's hard for me because there's so many parts of a bag that turn me off or turn me on, and one thing that I'm really not feeling right now is a chain strap. And I know that a lot of the Chanel bags have the chain straps. I did see one in the boutique that was more of it was almost like Speedy, I forgot what it was called, but it just had the arm, holes where you just carry it on the crook of your arm. And to me, that was very nice. I have seen some pink bags with a chain strap, but I don't know if I should go down that road because in my heart right now, chain straps just don't do it for me. But never say never, right? Next comes from my friend Linda of Leo Lion LV, and she asks, what is your favorite LV handbag in your collection? Well, my LV collection has recently grown. I just added 3 bags in May, but if you would have asked me early May, I would have said hands down it's my Monogram Never Full MM with the classic beige interior that I got maybe 3-4 years ago. But I have recently purchased a few more Neverfulls with the rose ballerine interior, the azure, and also the monogram. And I just love them to pieces. I love the monogram bag so much. And then I have the Speedy bag in all 3 canvases, the Speedy 30, and I love them too. So it's really hard to say what my favorite is. But I guess as far as the amount of use and the amount of love I've given a bag, it would definitely have to be my good old faithful Neverfull monogram with the classic beige interior. Okay, the next question comes from Marissa862, and she asks, hi Brooke, what is your favorite item of clothing in your collection that is not your standard pink, black, or brown? And she says, your videos always make my day. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad they make your day. It really is a joy for me to put these together and put them out and see what you all have to say and think about what I do. But as far as a clothing item that's not my standard pink, black, or brown, well, my very favorite clothing item that I love and I could wear a good couple times a week if you let me, and no one notices that I've been wearing the same thing all the time, is a good jean jacket. I have a couple in my collection, and I just love those. I think they go with everything. I love to wear them with dresses, with dress pants, with jeans, shorts, anything. I think the jean jacket is extremely useful in a fashion collection, and it is also, a bit underrated, but they've been getting more love lately, and I really, really do like the jean jacket. Now mine, of course, have been blinged out. Well, the stores did it. I bought them that way with crystals all over them, and I just love that, the way they catch the eye. I love to put my Chanel brooch on the jean jacket and really, really give it some added excitement and flair. But I guess my favorite item would be my jean jackets. The next question comes from Belchiki, and she says, I love your Q&A videos. Thank you very much for answering my questions in your last video. Have you considered Celine bags? I'll stop right there because she has another question. No, I've never considered a Celine bag. I wouldn't even know around here where to get one. I have seen some online and in Instagram and YouTube, obviously. They look very nice, but what I've heard of them, being heavy and, they just don't call me right now. They're beautiful bags, and I see some people really rocking them, but they just haven't been calling me. So not considering a Celine bag right now. And she also says, I was in Europe a few years ago, but have not been to Paris. Any recommendations on favorite restaurants or things to do that are not tourists? Thank you. Well, right off the top of my head now, I was just there a couple months ago, but it seems like forever already. Definitely, I can't really recommend specific places, but you definitely want to just walk up the street and sit down at like a nice bistro or cafe, preferably with outdoor seating, and you want to just sit at the cafe, have your coffee, and watch the world go by. You will find some of the best people watching that way, listening to people, even though you can't understand what they're saying because it's all in French. But just watching other people interact with each other and the culture, that to me is one of my favorite pastimes to do in Paris. The other thing I love to do is shop. You definitely want to go to the Champs-Élysées and do your shopping. That is very touristy, and mostly the people that are on the Champs-Élysées that are shopping are tourists, but it's just an experience that you can't get without. Definitely go to the museums, the Louvre. I've been there, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, like 3 times, and I'm finally to the point where I've got all the tourist things out of my system, and the next time I go, I want to just kind of live life, and I will be sitting at coffee shops. I will be going to the store, like the local hangouts, but that's all I can really say right now. Make sure you learn how to use the subway system and get around that way, because again, the people watching and just soaking up the culture and the local flavor, it's best to do underground. And that's all I can say right now off the top of my head. If you have specific questions, let me know if you're going, and I can definitely do some research for you. Let's see here. The next question comes from Janie T. Myers, and she says, I am currently struggling with anxiety issues. Do you have any advice on how to cope with or overcome anxiety? Thanks so much, Brooke. Love your channel. Thank you so much. You have been watching my videos for a long time now, because I really recognize your name. Anxiety. I do suffer from anxiety. For some reason, this spring was really bad for me. If you follow me on Snapchat, my Snapchat name is Pink to Paris. I was keeping my followers up to date when I was having anxiety issues. It would get so bad, there were days I couldn't film, days I had to just kind of lay low. And while that's not a good way to cope with anxiety, it's what I had to do at the time. There are other things I do. I really have a strong outlook on relaxation techniques, deep breathing, and also getting your mind off of what is troubling you. Sometimes that's a lot easier said than done, believe me. I do have to take medication for anxiety, and sometimes when it hits or the stress is just so bad, it's going to come. But what I do at that time, people joke around and say, oh, have a glass of wine, and I don't want to self-medicate in that way, but I do need to just sit down and let the experience come and go and pass, because it gets immobilizing sometimes. You feel like you can't change the way you're thinking or feeling in the moment, because it's just, I don't know about you, but my chest and my throat get really super tight. My head gets tight. And the anxiety, it's just something that I just have to sit down and let pass. Distraction works. I just got myself some of those adult coloring books, which I still have to start using, but I think that might be a good thing to get a really good idea is to get your other parts of your body involved. So it's not just in your head, but you're using your hands. Go for a walk, use your feet, exercise, just to get release some of that tension through physical forms of exercise or just motions. Some things I do, like in the winters, sometimes I'll do crocheting just to have that repetitive hand motion, just to let some of the energy just pour out through my hands and get over it. But it is really serious, and if you do have a strong problem with it, you might want to see your doctor because there is medication for it. There's books to read, all kinds of stuff. If you're having more questions and you want to chat about it a little more, send me a message and I don't know how much I can help, but it's definitely something that I understand. The next question comes from Lenny Etro. She says, "Hi, Brooke. My question is, have you ever visited Germany or are you planning to do so someday? I love your channel. All the best for you." Thank you very much. I love Europe so much, and I eventually someday will go to Germany. It's not in my immediate plans right now. My son is actually going to Germany next year. He's going with school to Germany and Italy for 10, 11 days in the summer. So I'm really proud of Morgan that he's interested in doing that. His first trip to Europe, and it's really exciting. But yeah, someday I don't know really much about Germany or what to do there or anything. So I'll have to do some research. But eventually, yes, I will end up there. I hopefully will end up all over Europe someday and experience all that it has to offer. So never say never. Okay, the next question comes from Alexa7C, and she says, "Hi, Brooke. Love your channel. Thank you very much. As soon as you are posting a new video, I can't wait to watch it. You are such a wonderful family. Here is my question. We have the same bags, the Delightful. I love my Delightful and thought you sold yours. Can you tell me why? The next question, what do you think about the Alma PM and Damier Eben?" Well, I'll answer the second question first. I love the Alma bags. I think they're beautiful, gorgeous bags, but I know for myself, just the opening is a little tricky. I'd have to play with it, but that it's a little stiff. I think for me, the Alma would end up being a showpiece, basically sitting on a shelf in my collection because I wouldn't use it so much. I like my Speedies that are handheld. I really do like the handheld bags, but I love the Speedies open wide and you can throw stuff in, and it really has a great big space that will hold a ton of items. The Alma is a really pretty bag, something I would use when I would be more, I don't know, dainty and delicate or something like that. But it's a gorgeous bag. I just don't think it's for me and my lifestyle right now. So rather than buying it and finding it sitting on the shelf all the time, I'm going to stay away from those. And your other question was, the Delightful. And yes, I did sell my Delightful. I bought it about, 6 months ago and used it a handful of times. It was a great bag. Loved the hobo style. Everything about it was perfect except for the strap was too wide for me. You can see my shoulders aren't that big. And the strap was a good, inch and a half thick, that it kept sliding off. With the Eben, the treated leather made it even slipperier. So it slid off my shoulders all the time. And I was spending more time doing this, that it just drove me crazy. But I love the bag. The MM size was perfect for me. I love the little dangle thing on the side. It was gorgeous. It was a perfect bag. And I just couldn't see myself using it all the time because it kept sliding off. Now that's why I like Neverfull so much, because they have the thin straps that really, really hug into my shoulders and don't slip off on me at all. But that's the only reason I sold it. I did get a good amount for it, and I was able to fund another bag. I don't like to sell bags, but in that case, I don't have any regret because it was just sitting around, and it was a brand new, unused bag, basically untouched, and it was just sitting around collecting dust. So that one had to go, and I got something that I really, really enjoyed. But it's a great bag, and I hear people love it. I would have loved it if the strap was a little thinner or it wasn't so slippery. But thanks for the question. And then, she also says, "Thank you, wishing you the best." Thank you so much for your time and for posting your question. And the last question comes from Soul Mom M. And it's, what is your current health and fitness routine? Would be great to see a What I Ate Wednesday type of video. Well, currently my health and fitness routine is I'm eating better than I am being active right now, meaning that I'm eating very well, fruits and vegetables, limited snacking on things like chips, and so I'm really watching what I'm eating, and the whole Weight Watchers program and having a coach really helps me on that. And as far as fitness, I've had to put that on hold recently because the end of the school year got really super hectic with the kids and with work, and I just wasn't able to fit into my routine. But I'm very happy now that school is almost over for the summer, that I can spend more time in the gym as much as I want to, and get that kind of thing, get that going again, because I do have a little bit of weight that I'm trying to lose. The struggle is real. It's been a long journey, but I know I can do it, and I'm really looking forward to this summer as being my time to get that done. And as far as a What I Ate Wednesday type of video, I haven't really watched any of those videos, and it would be super hard for me to, keep the camera out all day. Let me check on some of those videos, see what they're like, and report back to you. Maybe you'll see something pop up in your subscription feed from me about that. So we'll see. Never say never. But anyway, thank you so much to the ladies who asked me questions. I really appreciate it. Also, let me know if you want me to keep up the question and answer monthly videos. I know several of my friends here on YouTube do it. I prefer to get questions that are a mix of personal plus the luxury plus beauty plus whatever else you're thinking of, not just focused on one area, because there's plenty other girls here on YouTube that do the question and answer, and they focus on luxury or they focus on beauty, and they do a much better job at being focused. Me, I feel more random, and I would love to answer your personal questions too. So whatever you think, let me know if you want me to keep this up. I can definitely try one more time in June and see if I get some questions. And it's really, really fun for me to do. I really do appreciate the fact that you want to get to know me better, that you have questions for me that I can maybe share my little interest and expertise on, and things like that. So thanks so much. And always remember that if you have a question for me in the meantime, you can feel free to put it on my Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those social media avenues, and I will get back to you. But thanks so much for watching this installment. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back soon with another video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.